Alright, so now that I cut the segment between train and bus, time right now is 10 something, I forgot. 10:45. So the next bus won't be for until 11:35. I don't know what WT means. W trip ends at Spring Street, walk at Ossining, and the other one's tail opposite of what it means. So regardless, W or T, it doesn't really mean, well, P means Ossining Station. So I really got to get to Tarrytown. That's where I need to go. So it won't get there until like 11:35. So yeah, an hour late. That's my timing. An hour late. So let's explore, because if that's the case, we can just start exploring. Before I explore though, let me tie my shoes again, because it seems like every time I tie one shoe, the other shoe unties itself. Yeah, that's not how. Alright, tie my shoes properly this time. Yeah, so it starts here at White Plains. That's the thing, Sean. It starts here at White Plains. No, it starts actually at Rye. So if it's gonna be here at do it this stop at 11:35, right? That would mean that it starts here at Playland Amusement Park. It goes up this way, that way, like this, that way. So if we're here at White Plains and we're at the transit center right here, that means if it's, what time is it? 10:48, and it doesn't come until 11:35. That would mean it's starting its route at 10:55. So it's not even started. It hasn't even started yet. So, and as I can see, there ain't no food areas nearby. We can take this off for the meantime. And yeah, I guess we could just look around here. So there is an express bus to Poughkeepsie, but still. The taco chip. I mean, yeah, let's go ahead and check all these ones out. See what bus routes there are. We have a ton of time here to spare. Yeah, we're gonna be here for a while. Also, here's this type of Mountain Dew. I found at the deli It's close to the Bronx Zoo. I don't know how close, but still, it's close. Mountain Dew Spark, dew with a blast of raspberry lemonade and a flavor with other natural flavors. Natural flavors, in other words, made in a factory. Anyways, let's drink it. Let's go. Oh, Bonaparte. Which is a play on words on Bon Appetit. Honestly, I can taste the raspberry, but I can't taste the lemon. Because if anything, it almost tastes like more like cherry. Cherry, Terry, Perry. Yeah. Very. Carrie. Mary. There's a lot of things that end with re. Okay, so all we gotta do left is take a bus, and then we're at Tarrytown, and from there, we start walking for the bridge. And then I guess we could take something. I don't know. I guess we could take the train back to Fordham. Not Fordham, what's it called? Back to the city. But in order to do that, city ticket's $5, and then to get to Grand Central would be astronomically huge. And I'm not gonna have that Penn Station and the Hampstead train wasted. I am gonna use it. So let's go explore. County Airport, which would be, yeah, that's the one that goes from here to, essentially right on the border of the Connecticut state line, right on the line. Oh my lord of pockets. There we go. Don't you dare hit that stop recording button. So what time is it now? We got 53. We have 42 minutes. So that's a lot more. That's a lot of time to check all these things out. Starting with 1W. Here's the local road, the 1W. The new Fly Arctic. There goes BL5. Yeah, I had a feeling it was more. By the way, I'm literally being quiet only because I'm showing you these things and I don't even know how to essentially explain these things. Again, first time beeline, so yeah, you get look at this. Leprechaun lines is Poughkeepsie to White Plains, Trend Center. Coach USA is the orange or sister link. Here's these ones. You understand what's convoluted mess? Got it. Remember, red is express, blue is either red, Well, if it's blue, if it's red striped with pink, it's express. Red and solid red and blue is regular local. I have a 40 and 41 here as well. See, that's the thing. If Nice Bus was gonna have the N40 and N41 as one bus, you could have just kept it as two separate buses. Like, say the N40, like B-Line is more. Here's the thing: B-Line is way more smarter than Nice Bus because look, we have the N40 41, right? Like, they also have a 40 and a 41, but unlike Nice Bus, they both go the same way, but these two go the same way, but one of them is limited, the other one is local, meaning one of them is express, sort of. That's what Nice Bus should have done with their N41, make it into a limited route, meaning a semi-express route. Meaning it would skip a few stops in order to be faster, so people would choose the N41 instead. But if you wanted to go more local, the N40 would be the best choice for you, but more slower. Here, they're being more. It makes more sense how they do these things. And this is an express route right here. It's funny because they're called buses, yet they can't go on parkways, yet they're able to go on parkways. $11.04. That's the 60 to Fordham. That's the bus I was gonna take earlier over there. This one. I was gonna take that bus starting at Fordham, but because I got there late, I couldn't. So in other words, I beat this bus. Let me see if there's more right here. Yes, there is. These things. It's not really. It's just two. It's literally just two. This is just redundant at this point. There's just two runs and that's it. The ones that one person run this, or at least two, and that's it. 14 is more, but Sunday's less.
Take the 6 to Yonkers and then transfer.
BL13. Again, there's no Sunday service, and very little Saturday service, and little weekday service. 17, the BL17 is like the BL11, redundant. Just 3 stops, 3 runs. That's all in the early morning. If it was express, I would understand, but this is not. I don't think not all of them are express. Oh, but when it goes to New York City, however, now it wants to have a ton of service.
I don't mind walking.
Alright, paratransit.
Just to get them on.
27, another redundant route. If it's only 4, if it's more, if because if Saturday and Sunday there's nothing, and it's only the weekdays and it's only 4, it's more redundant. 40 and 41, just more like it. 77 is express, so I can't understand why there's this much. But again, it's only in the morning and no Saturday and Sunday. It's only 3, so it's even less. Let's go to lane E. No, we are lane E, lane D. And C, B, and an A. I don't know if this place does have like a little transit center, like where you can refill your Metro card. If it does, then it's great. If not, well, frick. It should though. It's a freaking transit center. Why wouldn't it have it? That would be stupid if they didn't have it. Coffee shop is right there, but transit center like this should have Metro card vending machines, or at least now Omni vending machines. There goes the paratransit route. Alright. These just say bus stop. Except for this. This is Loop B. It's only Monday to Friday. And it's only up to 9:25. It's a little redundant, but it works somehow. Somewhat. And that's the only one here. Yeah, it's the only one, so this lane right here is pretty much redundant. This is literally the only lane here. Alright, onto another lane. Oh, here we go. This one doesn't seem as redundant as the other one. It means the word redundant too many times. Here we are, more stuff. Some of these are essentially the same thing, but it's just going the other way. Like this one is exactly the same exact thing, but the departure is towards the other way. Actually, I don't think I even saw this one. No, this one's different. Okay, so this one's a new one. Scarsdale to White Plains. If it's Scarsdale to White Plains, then technically you only would need a... Downtown Bedford Park in the Bronx. Someone left. Someone left this. I have no idea what that is, nor do I want to know what that is. So you see what I mean when I say departures are different? So here's Connecticut Transit, right? They call this the iBus. For Connecticut Transit, guide to ride. It's Connecticut 3, it's 3. Connecticut 971, iBus Express. Connecticut 971, iBus Express to Stamford White Plains Express. The weekday service, so it does run Saturdays and Sundays then, okay. It's good to know. It's good to know. Weekday AM service is from 6:10 to 10:30 with some G, meaning also some Greenwich Station. PM service is from 12 to 21:40. Saturday it's shorter to 11:10, technically longer. And from PM service is only up to 21:35. Okay, you know, technically it's a little longer, but it's just expanded. And Sunday it's very last. The last one is actually the last bus to Connecticut is actually gonna be around the same time when I get the 13. So we'll see how it works. Because it is Sunday, so the last bus is, look at the focus, 11:35, which is the exact same time I guess. I'm gonna take the I'm gonna take that bus, the BL13. Always follow on Sunday schedule. So yeah. Oh, and the PM service is only up to like 19:05. So essentially, this is what it serves. And you see right here, if only this bus, if only the tunnel was built here, Connecticut and and B-line bus routes would have been able to go to the under the Sound and be able to get to bus stops in Manhattan and what's it called, Long Island, Greenwich, and Stamford. And that's usually the express route. And that's why they call it iBus. Oh, I haven't finished the rest. So yeah, 3 to White Plains. It's only like the morning, and it's only the morning, and it's no Saturday, Sunday. Harrison, okay, this is more like it, but Sunday is starting to become redundant. 13 is the other way, which is this one, but then going back to redundant. Mount Vernon, yeah, that. And I guess these all have these ones right here. The little notes. This one doesn't have Sunday, but it has Monday through Saturday. Only 2 in the morning and 3 or 4 in the afternoon. That's an Orion 5 OBI bus right there. This is 63. And that's Express Route 3. Constantly checking the time to make sure I don't miss the bus. But we have 2 more. And we have like, right there. See it right there. There it is right there. Using an MCI bus. Using an MCI bus. They even have the logo of the state. So it's an MCI. It's essentially an MCI, the MCI bus that the X63, 64, and 68 use. That goes to Queens. That's MCI they use. There's that one. There you go. There's those right there. I have no idea what those are. But I don't know if those are other stations. But there's this one of White Plains. And yeah. I don't know why I keep on saying yeah like that, but oh well. Who cares? Here's the others. Much better. There's the Toyota R-Monk. It's about right there. There's a 60. This is the Bronx, but yeah. And the 62 is essentially the 60, but it goes through I-95. And I-287. To New Rochelle until, yep. And if you find an X, that's for the Express. Here it is again. These are repeats. Most of these are repeats because one, I forgot I've shown you this, and two, like this one for example. Oh no, that's a Prevost over there. It's a Prevost. It's on run out of time. Again, this is the one I showed you earlier. The same thing with this one, I showed you this earlier. And there you go. Here comes the bus right here. I think this one is at, because I saw it over there somewhere, but it's coming back. Oh no, that's the Hudson Link. No, that's the, oh yeah, the Prevost Hudson Link buses. That's what they are. That's why it's all Prevost. I thought that was for Connecticut Transit, but I guess not. No, I know Connecticut Transit has MCIs and Prevost, but I don't know if they have some of the Prevosts that are coming to White Plains. And then it's just this last one right here. We'll go check that side over where that Hudson Link bus is, and then we're gonna go back to waiting for the bus. And those are for shuttles. That's what the bus stop looks like. And generally, Westchester bus stops are like that. So there you go. Okay, there are timetables here. There are timetables here. This bus stop, that thing. Wow. Most of them are white though. Oh well. Loop A. These are all the loops, I guess. Daily only. Loop C, only in the morning. Loop D, only in the morning. Loop, all these loops aren't only in the morning, huh? So I guess if you work in the mornings and leave in at night, then you have your loop bus service. And these are all just the same things repeated. And that's it. That is it. Except there's one little problem. That's not all of it. There goes the Prevo right there. Department of Transportation, New York State. Yep, I knew it was the H5. I had a feeling. All right. Yeah, I know they have Greyhound here. Yeah, they have Greyhound here at White Plains. I mean, it would make sense that they would have Greyhound. It just makes sense. But we're not here for Greyhound. We're here to see those Hudson Link bus stop things. Shows bus schedules. Because Hudson Link, what that does is that it takes you to it takes you over to the buses in Orange and Rockland counties. That's where it goes. That's a parking lot and Hudson Link. This will tell you the departures of how long it's going to take. So H5, White Plains and Palisades, 55 and 36. And here is generally the Hudson Link bus stop things. So you got H3, H5 in White Plains, which one of them goes to Palisades, and one of them goes to Muncie. Park and drive. The park and ride, and then Lot J for the Palisades Mall. And where to pay? You'd pay here. Hudson Link. Kind of like the SBS, where you pay for the select bus service. But here, I don't know what actually works. I think you press start, what happens? That is processing. Single ride tickets purchased are valid for 2 hours for in purchase. One exception is Hudson Sabre tickets are valid for 12 months. All paper tickets must be given to the driver at the time of entry. Press any key to continue. So you select your ride. You have a transfer, reduce, and Hudson Sabre, which is a 5 single. So let's just say 2. And then the single ride transfer is $375. And then you make your payment and then you finish. So that's how it works. And it says Hudson Link. Press start to begin. Then it eventually turns itself off. So that is Hudson Link. There's the other one right there. That is the Hudson Link buses. So now, that's all the buses, except for Greyhound and Leprechaun and Coach and stuff. That's all the other buses in this transit center. Now for the trains, you know what the Metro North Railroad trains are. So there's that, and then you obviously saw the taxis, so you know where the taxis are now. Yep, for those two, Water Street and Ferris Avenue. Water Street, Ferris Avenue. Got it. There's that MCI I was talking about earlier. I think it's a D4500L. I don't know what model it is. I gotta look back. I gotta look it up on Google or something, or someone, or one of you can tell me. Yeah. But I'm just glad that Westchester actually does accept, the buses here does accept Metro cards. And now they're starting to accept Omni. So that's double better. That's double the betterness. So yeah, see, we have plenty of time to check this entire transit center out. Oh, and up there is parking. Yeah, up here is all this parking. This is essentially a parking ride. This is essentially one giant parking ride in one go. This is essentially one giant parking ride. So I think this is just a bus stop in itself. Okay, so you see Connecticut Transit Express. So now, let's go ahead and wait for the BL13 that will take us to Tarrytown. And since we took so long to do this, I think we should only have 8 minutes to the bus. I'm not gonna let what happened to me when I had to take my physics final overtake me. I do not want to be cheating every single final. I knew we were gonna fall. Charge so long. There's no limit. That's why you have the bigger board here. The charge I have right now should suffice until I get over to. So essentially, we're gonna be here for a little bit more longer, just to wait for the bus to Tarrytown. To Tarrytown, or at least to Ossining or Tarrytown, it should be on this side. Let me just double check. It should say which way one of these articles, or whatever. Because you can tell here, if you're in the middle of all this, there's no way of going through it, except for a few of them, but not a lot of them. Let's see. It says here 13 to Tarrytown, Ossining. Yes, at 11:35. So right now it's 11:29, so we got 6 minutes. So, taking that into account, let's get my mask again. Because we're going to need it when we get on the bus. Because for some reason, we're the only godforsaken state that still has to wear a mask. Connecticut transit riders don't need to wear a mask. You know? New Jersey transit riders don't need to wear a mask. You know? MARTA passengers don't have to wear a mask, you know. Neither Charlotte's Metro Transit System, nor Nashville, nor LA. You get the point. Order Roblox here. Sylveon, what the hell? If that's what your YouTube name is. So, whatever it is. But hey, at least now you get to see this MCI. Huh. Let's do choose, okay. Operated, please focus. Operated by H&S Management Company. Seating is 57. So seating capacity is 57. Let me just zoom this up for you. Want to understand what the hell I'm talking about? It was right there. That's what I was reading, and this is the other one I was reading right here. And this is here, Connecticut Department of Transportation of Connecticut. or Connecticut Department of Transportation, or Connecticut DOT, or CDOT. Like, look at Connecticut. It's almost essentially a perfect rectangle. It's literally a perfect rectangle, but except for that panhandle that makes it look like a fucking text box. And on the top it looks crumbled, and on the bottom it's starting to look crumbled as well. Okay, that's the 13 of Port Chester. That one's the other 13. Okay, that one's the other 13 over there for Port Chester. The one coming towards Tarrytown and Ossining should be in our next few. So, yeah. Essentially, the state of Connecticut just looks like one big old text box that's crumbling apart. With that panhandle where New Haven line Metro North trains go. That panhandle makes it seem like Connecticut's longer, but it's not. Think about it. Connecticut is not very gigantic. First off, one. And second, Connecticut takes most of Long Island. If you think about it. Look south. If you're in Connecticut, look south on Google Maps. There's Long Island. Long Islanders, look north. Hell, if you're by the Sound, just look towards the waters and look, you'll see Connecticut. Especially if you're in Nassau County. Or in Lord Harbor in Suffolk County. You'll see it. Basically, Long Island is longer than Connecticut. Because Plum Island is... Plum Island isn't connected to Long Island in itself, but it's part of Suffolk County, New York. So by technicality, yes, it is. And think about it. Orient Point Orient Point does still go to Connecticut, but it's still very short. The only reason why it feels so long with Connecticut, if you're on the South Shore of Connecticut, it's because of that tail right there. That tail is what makes it seem long. Without that tail, there's that small little piece right there, the tail that continues to New York essentially. Without that tail, yeah. It wouldn't, yeah. It would just be a rectangle at that point without that tail. So, I think we've exhausted so much time, but the bus should be here now. So, prepare for the bus coming. Let's put on our mask. What I thought was Salvadorian, it's actually Honduran mask. That's the 20, or rather, that's the BL20, not the BL13 that I needed. That's it right there. That's the bus. Until when? September 6th, 2020. I'm going to take a pamphlet. Okay. So these are the older models, considering they still have these strips right here. And now we take it to Tarrytown. are much more better than pamphlets. Nice bus. They just use regular lucid paper. And yeah, that's basically it. And just fold it into three sides, and then it calls out a pamphlet. This they do more. We'll make it a whole hour late, so I was right. There's the 20. So it literally is free fare. Nice. So I didn't even have to pay anything at all for Westchester County. Nice. But that's up until September. Oh. But that ended at some point. Well, I had to start paying again at some point. They even got bike racks in these buses too. White Plain, New York. Not White Plains, but White Plain. This place is a city, by the way. It's a city. So kind of like something kind of transit, it kind of has that kind of voice. Got it. Yep, got it. New York 100 south to Yonkers. And now we have left White Plains. Tarrytown Road. These buses have cameras though. These are older models too. Nice bus. You're very, very, very terrible at maintaining buses. B-Line Transit here has better job of maintaining buses. So much that they have Orion 5s still in 2022. Take a note, nice bus. Off of Nassau County and back with MTA.
Tarrytown Road and Hillside Avenue.
So we're in Long Island. So Long Island is in the office of the Hillside Avenue. This county also has Hillside Avenue as well as a New York route for it too. New York 25B for Hillside Avenue in the Long Island area, and New York 102 for here. What was it again? 100, just 100. So New York 100, 102 is the other one. Back in Long Island. There it is. Sorry for being so quiet. I'm tired. So we're going up this way. So I'm down here. I have no idea where this goes. if there was a map for this. Oh no, there is. There's a map for it. Oh yes, it's all right. We were right here. So now we're on, let's make the main street. That thing's right. Yeah, we're on Main Street. Okay, so we're in Main Street. So we're close to the next one. I think it's White Plains Road.
Approaching Ellsford Square.
Here's my name. I almost nearly pressed the stop button because I was falling asleep. like, now that I realize it, it kind of has a, at first it kind of has like the, it's kind of now express bus kind of stop bus chime. Oh, a little ding at the end. We still haven't made it over 287 or 87 yet, and we are not there yet. We're on White Plains Road, but we're not there yet. That's JCT to I-87 for the thruway as well. Yes, that's it. I was waiting for her to say and something else. What's the schedule again? Or on the map in this case again. So I got 40 minutes of the street to get to before we get there. Tarrytown, so we're close. So now you know what happens when you try to fall asleep and lose control of what you're holding. So there you go, that's a little example. had to literally fall asleep in order to give you that example. But we're more going to rural New York. Tarrytown should be close now. I know Tarrytown is the next town over after the Thruway. Because the Thruway bends west into the bridge, which I'm going to get to. And then there's US 9. And the first town there is Tarrytown. Oh, well, okay, well, it makes sense. This makes more sense now. That's why there weren't any fares. It was summer vacation.
Approaching Broadway and Route 119, Tarrytown.
US 9. This Broadway will be US 9, so if we're on US 9, boom, straight into Tarrytown. Yeah. Okay, so it's right there. Okay. So you see it? Right here is where I gotta get to. But first I gotta start at Tarrytown. This is where you would start walking the bridge right here. You start walking the bridge right here. It was called Tappan Zee, but now it's called Governor Mario Cuomo Bridge because the freaking Cuomo family are so full of themselves. And they were so full of themselves that Andrew Cuomo had gotten so many allegations against him. That's what happens when you're out of touch with reality, and you only get in touch with the reality again as soon as everything goes wrong with your reality as well. There's like 2 buttons there. Yes, or actually 3 buttons. Yeah, 3 buttons. Anyways, there's the views over there.
Approaching Main Street and Broadway, Tarrytown.
Okay, here we are. Yeah, I'll show you guys the views before we go. Before I go start walking to the bridge, I'll show you the views. It's not that far. Tarrytown is Tarrytown, but town is Terry's town. Perfect timing of those two. Okay, quick question. Are you gonna stop at Tarrytown Station? There's an old McDonald's.
I know.
Tarrytown Railroad Station.
Take away some of the time I explored what's it called? The White Plains Transit Center. And there you go. And here's another Hudson link right here as well. Oh boy. Oh boy, what is this sleazeball doing? Yep, another Hudson link is right here. Oh wow. Thank you. This is Ossining. It's the shuttle to Palisades Lot J. So shuttle, that's what it is. I mean, put an I in between H and T, you understand what I mean.
July 24, 2022.
Just like Hempstead Transit Center.
Current time is 12:07 p.m. Route SHTL to SHTL shuttle to Palisades, Lot J arriving in less than 2 minutes, 21, 43 and 66 minutes. Shuttle, route H07 Palisades, PR, Lot J arriving in 20 minutes.
24/2022. La hora 12:08 p.m. Ruta CHTL al CHTL Shuttle Palisades, North llegará en menos de 2 minutos, 21, 43 y 66 minutos. Ruta H07 al H07 WB Palisades CTR, North llegará en 20 minutos.
And that's it. So it's basically like the one in Hempstead Transit Center, essentially, but smarter. So the shuttle goes from here, goes around like that, and goes to there. Honestly, the Hudson Link, it really doesn't go far. I mean, they use Prevost buses. Yes, they use Prevost. But I don't know. I mean, I want to say, it's easier just to use what's it called? It's easier to use New Flyers or Gilligs across the bridge, but hey, then again it's an interstate, so I can see why. See why they use what they used. So here's Tarrytown Station. Now I'm not gonna get on the train now. I'm gonna show you the waters if I can, and find a place to pee. But at the same time, here it is going to Cronton, Harmon, and Poughkeepsie for. Well, this station's for Metro North Railroad. Amtrak does not stop at Tarrytown. Amtrak, however, does stop at Yonkers. I mean, I don't know if Tarrytown does have a stop for Amtrak, but if it doesn't, okay, I'm wrong. But yeah, there it is. This is the station. Now I gotta find a place to go to the bathroom because my God, am I in need of a bathroom? Well, that's it. Yeah, it really doesn't matter which track you would go on because that platform's for New York regardless, so you just have to look the other way. Here it's just one platform, so it really wouldn't matter unless you have to go all the way around. Always just this. So yeah. And there you go. Back on the MTA property again. Overhead. Yep, overhead or overpass, whatever you know. Well, let's go. This is fucking warm as hell. It's like gonna be like 9,000 degrees Fahrenheit. It's warm here. No wonder. People never clean elevators at all. Like, it's impossible for humans to clean elevators. If it's impossible for humans to clean elevators, why make elevators? If they won't want to clean it.
12:06 p.m. Train to Grand Central Terminal is estimated to arrive at 12:15 p.m.
This is Express, Tarrytown, Harlem, and then Grand Central. So this is the last stop in Westchester that this next train bound to Grand Central is gonna stop at before going to the Bronx and Manhattan. Actually, not just going straight up to Manhattan. It won't even stop in the Bronx. So yeah. Reason I'm here? Well, this is why. Look at this. Look at the view right here. There's the bridge right there.
Attention at Tarrytown. This is a track change.
Okay. So over there, so here's the bridge, right? Nyack is over there. And here's Tarrytown. So, yeah, we got a lot to go. And by a lot to go, I mean we haven't even started yet. And there it is. We're gonna go over there, and we're gonna go do the bridge. Do the bridge, really. We're gonna go walk the bridge. Let me see if there's a spot I can view this better. Gonna go all the way over there. Up. Hey. State of Connecticut. Oh, it's one of those like commuter rails that's like very high up or something like that. Oh, I think it might be the one that's stopping. Stairs is better at this point. Oh no, it's not. There's Amtrak right there. That's Amtrak. And now you see what I mean when I say it doesn't stop at Tarrytown at all. You know, yeah, you see it's all over there. So yeah, Amtrak and Metro North share routes on the New Haven and did I really just say New Haven? It stops. It makes stops on the Metro North line as well. Considering Metro North shares with Amtrak, which shares with CSX. New Haven line and on Poughkeepsie line. And at Croton Harmon, you can get to Poughkeepsie. Or just wait at Grand Central Terminal, you'll get a train to Poughkeepsie regardless. Or as I like to call it, Poughkeepsie. Yes, I finally finalized that name. Yes. Now this one's much cooler. Because they were able to... to the Woody. I'm kidding. I'm guessing that should mean to... I don't know what W means, but I think over there you can find a map. New Haven. So it must be for like the New Haven's Shoreline East trains, that diesel train. It definitely doesn't say fucking MTA on it. Right, here we are. I think you literally had to be right by the waters just to get any type of cooling. Oh, and since we're here now, we're outside, mask off. You really would actually need it for public transit, because for public transit, it's like they don't want to like give up the mask mandates. Coco wouldn't want to give up the mask mandates. If you have the vaccines, if you have the booster shots, just get rid of the mask mandates. You don't need them if you have the defense. Like that's just like saying that if like you know how to, you're like a guru player at say Call of Duty, right, or Modern Warfare or something like that, right? But you're still playing with tutorials on. Exactly. If you are such an expert player at a said game, well, I have the tutorials still. So yeah, this is Tarrytown Park. I think it's Tarrytown Park. I don't know. It's Tarrytown. I think it's Tarrytown Waterfront Park. I have no idea. But somewhere here has to have a freaking bathroom that I can use. I'm not gonna go the entire way without using the bathroom. Also, here it is right here. You guys can read these if you want. Damn, died too soon. You died with the towers. Yeah, that's supposed to funnel here. And it's supposed to funnel out to there, but I mean, yeah, it didn't. So let me check. So there's a pool here. And yeah. I keep on saying and yeah every single time because I have no idea what else to say. And so that's my go-to answer. I always say, and well, yeah, and stuff like that. Because it's a go-to. So, yeah, we could walk here considering. So, yeah. Yep, there's the bridge right there. And that's the bridge I'm gonna walk on. You can tell people are also cycling on that bridge, so I'm getting on that bridge. And here's a swimming pool right here. Definitely great for the swimming pool because of today's temperatures. Please, some of these things have bathrooms. But before I go to the bathroom, I'm gonna have to show you the beautiful, beautiful views of New York. As much as I hate New York's, what's it called? New York's liberal laws. The views here in New York and the nature and everything is just spectacular. These plants though, these plants. Wait, now I want to be a gardener. Pearson, open half hour before sunrise until half hour before after sunset. And Riverwalk is open half hour before sunrise and until 11 p.m. I think this is the Riverwalk right here. And you even got these showers right here. All these have different types of showers that you can soak yourself with. And it's a great way to beat the heat too. Considering it's very hot out here. Trust me, it gets hot. Especially around the buildings and everything, it gets hot. And trust me, New York City, look, here's the thing. Trust me, when I say this about New York City, you will agree with me. But New York City is a fucking microwave over there. Not even New York City over there is a freaking oven or a freaking stove over there. Because with New York City being over there, like, it's gonna be near 100 over there, as it feels like. Even though it's gonna be 100 anyway. Or 98 degrees in Central Park, but still. But yeah. So, here is the, what's it called? Here's the views of the Hudson. Trust me, you'll see a lot more views in the Hudson River, on the Hudson River, if you go on, what's it called? If you go on, well, fuck, what the hell is it called? You go on the Poughkeepsie line or on Amtrak. Go on the Poughkeepsie or Amtrak line, and there you go. Here's the pier. And here is essentially the riverway. Now, you can't swim on this water here. You can't swim in the water here, you know, for reasons. But they have a swimming pool in that water park kind of thing there. So you have that. So yeah, let's go over here. Let's just where this kid was. I'm gonna go as well, except all the way because you can use that what's that called? Binoculars. But here's the pier. Here's the Pearson. It's green and murky. That's a shipwreck and a half. Yep, there's the New York State Thruway, aka I-87. I-287 also goes through here, which will also, this would also become not only New York State Thruway, but this section between Cross Westchester and exit 15, I think it was, or whatever exit I-287 goes up to New Jersey. I think exit 14B or something, I don't remember. All that little part for the thruway will be considered as New York Metropolitan Beltway. going all the way until there, and until going into New Jersey. And from here, we have a good view of New York City. Right here. That's New York City all the way over there. So yeah, Tarrytown is not that far from here. Like literally, you can make a vacation to Tarrytown and then go back to New York City, and it'll be there in 30 minutes flat. Yeah, you'll be in New York City in 30 minutes flat. Just take 87, and you'll be there 30 minutes flat, or 45 minutes flat if you take it with 287 and 95. And here's the thing, I-95 isn't even that bad considering traffic. It's just the Cross Bronx Expressway section of I-95 that's terrible. And let's not forget about Capitol Beltway, Virginia, Maryland access to DC, and parts of Bruckner Expressway. Really, that's about it until you get to Boston and New Haven, and some parts in between. And once you leave Boston, some suburbs up north later, you're basically going to end up in essentially after Massachusetts, you're going to end up in Maine. Essentially in Maine, if you get past Bangor, Maine, you're basically in deep rural U.S., which essentially could basically be like Canada, but it's the U.S. So there's a lighthouse over there. There's all these mountains and everything. And yeah, you see that over there, and you see, I just said it again. Right there is New Jersey. Yep, if you don't understand me, that is New Jersey. And over there, if you continue going down that way far enough, it's Poughkeepsie. That's Cronton Harmon, it's there. So here's I said binoculars. Hey, by the way, remember when I said about Amtrak? There it is again. Actually, it's not even Amtrak. That's a New Haven train. What model is that? Is that like an M7A, or is that like a M5, or what kind of train model is that? That essentially goes to Connecticut, because it has a blue and red color scheme for that train. Someone tell me what that is. Lens to lens. What do you guys see? I'm trying to help you guys here see it. It should be right here. Okay, I can't. But you get the point. You could definitely see Nyack from here, in west and east and south Nyack. So it's north Nyack. There's the lighthouse again. And yeah, that's the mountains. And obviously over here, if you go this way, you're always gonna see the thruway. Actually, you can see the bottom piece right there. There's the things that hold it up. There's that. And obviously, if you pan this way, you're obviously gonna be able to see New York City. Right there. You can actually see New York City better from here, on this angle. I don't know if you guys can see it. Oh well. But yeah, that's New York City over there. Some other things. There's the ducks over there, and so yeah, that's about it. And this is the park here. I mean, I would definitely come back and take a tour of some of these towns, but I want you guys to tell me which towns in New York, except for Long Island and New York City, that I should visit, that I'm able to travel to using train, bus, ferry, or any mode of transportation that isn't Uber, Lyft, or taxi. If you could tell me a town that I can get to by public transit with cheaper, affordable options, I can do that one. Like, for example, here at Tarrytown or Poughkeepsie, I can take the MTA, the LIRR, then New York City Subway, and then MTA Metro North Railroad, or MNRR. So yeah. So yeah, that's it. Here at Tarrytown Park by the bay, or by the Hudson in this case. Tarrytown Park by the Hudson. You see? That's Nyack. That's where we're gonna get to, right there at Nyack, via that bridge. So yeah. Peace. Hashtag Westchester's B line is better than Nice Bus.